Question for you. Do you love yourself? Do you practice self-love? Are you afraid to practice self-love? A lot of believers are afraid to practice it, thinking that it's selfish and that God tells us not to focus on ourselves. But God told us in His Word, He said what? These are your commandments. Love the Lord your God with all your heart. I'm not quoting this verbatim. This is just from my heart, so I'm going to get it wrong. But then it says, love your neighbors as you love yourself. And He asks us to love our neighbors quite a bit. So there is self-love that is extremely important, especially for someone who's been walking in an illness journey for a long time, who's suffered. There's a lot of casualties mentally, emotionally, that come with that. Frustration with ourselves, with our bodies, as other people heal and we're not getting healed. So self-compassion and love is insanely powerful. I actually had to repent of all the neglect and really ultimately self-abuse just through the way I thought about myself, the things I would force myself to do to get over it. I pushed my body through so much. There is a season to learn to be gentle, and that is a fruit of the Spirit, gentleness. So if you haven't practiced this enough, I encourage you to spend some time really honoring what you need and to be kind and loving the way you would to somebody else who's suffered, who's in need, who needs a hug. Think of yourself sometimes, even though you're not a small little child. I understand. I don't want you to think that I'm belittling anybody. But if you can consider that right now the state that everything is in is heightened, and you can think of yourself as how you would treat a child who just needs love, who just needs to know that they're going to be okay, and be really, really caring and loving. One thing I actually used to do was just put lotion on my legs and just be really, really kind. It was very somatic, very healing. Just talking to my body, blessing your body, being grateful for everything that your body does for you. And obviously the biggest thing is focusing on God's love for you that can empower you to really love yourself. That is number one, hands down. But if you've been doing that, I'm suggesting as a compliment, start to really focus on letting yourself be loved and to change your dialogue with yourself. It's very, very important and very healing. So I hope that blesses you. God bless.